Hello everybody, this is a new forecast for the next trading day. I want to discuss with you today three different pairs, and AUDJPY, EURUSD and AUDNZD. And let's start with the AUDJPY. I already have opened the chart and I have attached, as always, the MetaGrid Trade Manager with its analyzing tools. And we're here on the daily time frame. The first thing what I normally do is to draw the Fibonacci levels, but I don't see here on the daily chart a good reason to draw these Fibonacci levels. You can see we reached some days ago again here this low, and it is then was coming here in this demand zone, in this red one, the daily demand zone. It bounced here and then it bounced here on this yellow H4 zone, and above we have another daily supply zones here, so a lot of resistance in the upwards direction. So my bias for this pair is at the moment more in the sell direction as in the buy direction. Maybe we see here now a retracement here. Of course, we could draw a Fibonacci level here from this high to this low. So if we think it's a retracement, what we see here at the moment, then the next level is here the 50% level, which sits here in this daily supply zone 2. So we let this Fibonacci level on the chart, and we can use it. But it did already made the same move here. So we will see if this level holds. At the moment it stopped here again here on the 38.2 level, and this level was respected here. If I zoom in a bit, you can see it has been respected here. So maybe I want to jump now over it. Then I go normally to the H1 chart, and here I activate then the order blocks from MetaGrid, that we can see where we have order blocks. And I use the rectangle tool here to draw the major blocks, which are these blue boxes here, that I have it here on my chart. Maybe in the next update of MetaGrid I will add a function that these major blocks can display it alone without the additional order block lines, so that we don't have to draw it with the rectangle tool. We have this 2-1, and you can see at the moment the price is here in this very strong order block here. We are here at the moment. If I zoom in, here we are, and then we have again here above this next order block. And what I like is that we have this order block, and in this order block we have the 68.8 Fibonacci level here at the same place, and we are between these two supply zones. So this is a first possible trade we could consider here on this pair, if we get a chance that the price goes up here. Maybe we see here a bounce on the 50% level, that it then again retests here this order block, and from there on it could go higher than to this 61.8 level here, this one. And from here it could maybe bounce again and go here a little bit down. Then we could here open a sell trade at this area. So this here is a very interesting spot to enter for a sell trade. I like this one here, but let's check the additional levels. Let's check the support and resistance levels. If I click here on this button, MetaGrid shows me the support and resistance levels with these lines in different colors. Every color stands for another time frame. So you can see we have here a lot of resistance in front of us. We have here a daily resistance line. We have here a monthly resistance line here, and a 50% level. So it's likely that we again see here a bounce. So maybe it's really that way that we see such a move, for example, or it comes not over this line anymore. We have here a really strong block, so we will see what happens during the Asia session and the EU session then, if it comes here again through this block. But if that happens, then I want still to sell here at this area. I would like that here. And you can of course try to sell here with this 3 good reasons that here it could bounce again. And it's likely that we have here sitting stop losses above this last structure high here. And from there on it was going really fast down. And so the market makers want maybe to catch here this orders. It's also possible. So we could consider this too. And let's check the trend lines from MetaGrid, where we have trend lines. And as always, I remove the trend lines I don't need. For example, the white one, the H1 trend lines are not helpful at the moment. This one has been broken here, but we don't need it for the next hours. Let's double click it and remove it. This H4 trend line has been broken. I let it on the chart maybe for a retest here. And then the next higher trend line is this one here, the daily trend line here above. So for this pair I would still consider only sell trades at the moment. I am not in the mood for buying this pair at the moment, so I would consider here in this area a sell trade, and like I told you here in this area, which I like the most. But let's hope that we see here, if it comes above the structure high, some reaction too for some sell trades on the lower time frame. You could, for example, switch to the M15 and look there for some bounces in this area, and of course here on this area. These are the two possibilities I see here on this pair. Okay, let's move forward to the next pair, and this is the EURUSD. Here's the daily chart at the moment. Here we could draw, of course, a Fibonacci line 2 here from this high to this low at the moment, and you can see the 38.2 level gave a little bit reaction here. You can see it bounced here. If we go to the lower time frame, for example to the M15, we see it a bit better. It came here to the 38.2 level, and on this level it bounced a lot here, and now it finally jumped over this level. And the next one is here the 50% level here, which is a really interesting level. And of course then the 61.8 level here. So let's check for the order blocks on the H1 time frame. I click here on the O button and we have here, you can see this is a major block, this is a major block here, and above we have this major block. So let's draw them on the chart. It's nice, this block here is at a 50% level, that's good. Then we have here on the 38.2 level smaller box, and we have lower one here, this box on the 23.6 level. So maybe we see here again bounce here in this area here. Let's see, where is my drawing tool? I don't have it at the moment. It's here. That it maybe comes again here in this order block, and then it could go higher to the next one, and this is the 50% level. So maybe we see then here the bounce, that we can here jump into a sell trade, or it comes through this order block level, goes deeper and wants to consume here the buy orders, and then it goes again higher. Then we could here enter for buy trade. Here we have to see during the night and during the early EU session if this level can hold here, if it stays above this 38.2 level. If this happens and this level here acts as a strong support, then we can really try already come here into a buy trade to the next Fibonacci level and then to the next order block here above. This would be a nice trade if the euro stays strong. We will see. And if this not happens, so if this level does not hold again and it comes again below this 38.2 level, then I would here consider to buy this pair around here. If you see reaction here, of course, we don't buy blindly, we want to see price action. And lower we have here a H4 demand zone. I don't think that the euro comes on this new trading day that far. If it goes down, it looks more, it goes higher. You can see it made here higher highs and higher lows here. In this area here it failed to make here really a higher high, and here it failed. So it depends what happened. So it's hard to say and to predict, but we have some action and plan here for this new trading day so far. But let's check the support and resistance lines, if you can see here something. I click here on SR to get these lines here on the chart. It gets calculated from MetaGrid. If they already can be calculated, I have not much movement here, and it needs some ticks to calculate them all, and we have it here. You can see we have here, we're sitting here on a daily level. This is the reason why it bounces here that much. And we have here H1 resistance, and we have here H4 support, H1 support, and we have here this line, it's a monthly support level. So it's a little bit resistance here, a lot of resistance where it has to come through. This is the reason why it bounces here that heavy. And if I see this, I would say if we want to jump in a buy trade here, we should wait that the price really bounces here, and then it has to come over these two lines. It needs a little bit to a retest here, and then if it goes up, then we have the room to buy this trade until it reaches this level here. And this is possible, but I would not buy this pair around here. This is a no trade zone for me. We have to really see that it comes over this heavy resistance in this area here. So we have to wait that it comes here over this line, or at least over this daily line, but better is over both lines here. And then we would see also a new higher high if it reaches here this area. And let's check the trend lines for this pair too. We have here a nice H1 channel. We have the white lines here. So ideal it would be that we see that it comes here in this channel higher, maybe, that we see such a move, for example. Then we would see again here, like I told you, the reaction already here. Then it comes here over this line and it goes then in this channel higher. This is possible, so it's a nice trend line we have here on the chart, the only one we can see at the moment. So that's the plan for the EURUSD. We have to wait what happens here in this area. If the euro gets strong enough to jump over this heavy resistance here, then we can trade it here. You have to be careful if it reaches here this 50% level. If we see a reaction, don't trade it blindly. If you want to go into a sell trade here, we can consider this, but you can see a little bit higher. We have again a daily resistance line, so maybe you wait to get a bounce here higher. If you see that the price comes through this order block here, then maybe we see the bounce here and then it goes down. This is also possible, so be careful here in this area. And as I told you, don't trade it blindly. So we have different entry opportunities on the EURUSD for the next trading day. And I have one more pair for you. Yeah, thanks, David. I check what we have in the chat. Yes, Gully Trader, the support team is working, but we have not anymore the old ticket system for MetaGrid. There was an older ticket system, and in March and February we changed the ticket system for the MetaGrid support. And if you use a different email as support@metagrid.com, the emails are not landing on the new support team. So you have to use the support@metagrid.com. Otherwise, it will not come to the new support team. Maybe if you use the older one, there were some different addresses available. Then you will not reach the new support system and team. Okay, I have one more pair for you. It's the AUDNZD. And this is again here the daily time frame. Let's begin with the Fibonacci levels here. We can draw one from here to here. You can see it bounced here on the 50% level a bit. Here heavy and here a bit. And it stays now on the 61.8 level, the golden ratio. So we have to see what happens here. It already began to bounce here on the new trading day on this level. And of course, we can draw another Fibonacci level from this high to the, at the moment, low. And then you can see we have here really nice overlays of these Fibonacci levels. So we have here a possible resistance and here possible resistance. If we draw these both levels here, but we have to be careful if it goes lower here during the day, then of course we have to adjust this Fibonacci levels too. If it goes lower, then we have to make it lower too. At the moment it's like this, and this looks really nice, this overlapping zones here. I like it. And we have here a H4 supply zone here on this level here. So, but it's far away, I think. Let's see how far it is from here to here. It's 120 pips, so I don't think that Aussie Kiwi can reach this level in the new trading day, but we never know. Let's check the order blocks on the H1. We have several here. We have a smaller one here. You can see this major box here. It sits on the 61.8 level. We have also a smaller one here and a bigger one here, and this is really nice that we have it here, because if I remove it, so because if we look here, we have here this overlapping Fibonacci level here, this 2-1, and we have here this sell order block, and we have here the bank sell level. So this is a really interesting area here, and we have here structure high, and we have here structure high. So normally we should see here stop losses in this area. We should have here stop losses in this area. And so normally the market makers could try to come here in this area to catch these orders. And then we should see here reaction. There are so many reasons to get here a reaction in this area. So I would here try to come into a sell trade. Maybe we will see here first reaction for a sell trade. And if the price wants to catch here these orders too, because you can see that here imbalance here in this area here, there was a lot of imbalance. And then with this big candle, price was out of balance. We had imbalance. This created here this H4 supply zone. We have here the moving average also lying in it. So it's possible that the price wants to come again here in this area, maybe to come in this imbalance zone. I don't know if it is strong enough today to come that far, but maybe we see such a move the next days, and then here it should finally give a bigger bounce here. So we have two different sell options. Here the first one, and we have to see how strong this pair is if it comes to this area, if we see a good reaction for a sell here. And here is the next sell zone here and here. It's possible that it makes a little fake up move here now, and then it catches again buy orders. Even it's possible to go lower to catch here buy orders, and then we see finally such a up move. We had such a reaction today on the Aussie Cat. I think it was. Let me check on my Telegram group. I think we have traded the Aussie Cat. Let's see. I check it. I traded today some more pairs. Yes, it was the Aussie cat. It was going during the Asia session lower and lower and lower until the order block zone, and then finally it jumped up. And maybe we see again the same here, but at the moment it looks it wants to go higher. We will see during the night what happens. It can happen that it goes now higher and higher, or it can happen that it consumes here again buy orders. So we have to wait, and we have to check, of course, the support and resistance zone here. And then we see we have support as resistance in front of us, ahead of us. We have here the H4 resistance, the daily resistance. So we have to see if it comes here in the Asia session over this resistance. Maybe it happens that we get here resistance and it goes back to this order block here. This is possible. If this happens and you see then a reaction again in the up direction, I would try here for a buy, to be honest. This is the first thing I would wait on this pair, and I would also wait if you want to go higher to this area that it comes here over this zone. So we have to see clearly it jumps here over, it retests here this area, then it goes higher. Then I would open here buy trade until it reaches here this area here. If you see the candles get slower, we get some rejection, we get some pin bars here, then you can close this trade, or you place your target around here where I told you on over this market structure high. You should see stop losses which could be catched here. So this is also a nice trading plan we could make here. And for the next trading days, you should here observe this area for a possible sell opportunity. It should bounce a little bit earlier if we have here this overlapping Fibonacci levels. It's possible that we really see the bounce directly here on the lower end of this supply zone. And then maybe we see a reaction here. It goes a little bit deeper, and then maybe it goes until to this 50% level. If this pair stays strong, we don't know it. It can happen that it bounces here, and then from there on it goes lower to this order block. If you see that this zone holds as resistance and it comes here through this order block, and then you could here open a sell trade until this area here. So it's always, we have to see what the pairs do. It's only some trading ideas I give you, that we have some plan for the new trading day. But let's check the trend lines too. It came here over the H1 trend line. You can see I would remove this at the moment. Maybe don't need this one here. And you can see we have also here the H4 trend line. So this area here is really strong, and we have to see if it really comes over this here during the night. This would be a sign for a strong Aussie or Australian currency. And then you can see we have another H4 trend line sitting in front of this line, of this order block here, and this overlapping Fibonacci levels. This is really interesting that we have here the H4 trend line, we have the order block, and we have two Fibonacci levels and a bank sell level. So if it does not react here, then it has to be so strong that you wait here until it comes here. Also normally you should see here reaction. There are so many resistance in this area. At least here, if it comes so far, we should see here reaction in it. Maybe you make some grid trades here also. I like this area a lot, so I think I will here catch hopefully some sell trades, but first we have to see if it comes over this here, because this is also strong resistance with this trend line here, with these two resistance lines here. So we have to wait for this first. These were the three pairs I wanted to show you for the new trading day, which I like the most for this new trading day. So we have a lot of opportunities, and if you have opened too many pairs, I get confused normally, so I trade on one trading day normally max 5 pairs. So in this case, it's 3 pairs. And on these 3 pairs, I have a lot to observe and to watch. And it's enough for me for trading. And I hope you like some of the ideas. I do not make everyday forecasts live, but if I have time and I find some good ideas, then I do it. Otherwise, I share it on my Telegram group. I wish you a good and nice trading day. Thanks for watching. Until next time. And if you want to chat, you can join, of course, the free Telegram. Goodbye for now.